Yes, it is recording, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It is recording. Fine. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. So we should start the session from 10 a.m. Positively from next time, because we have lost just 20 minutes. Maximum 10 to 10:10.
Yeah, that is better.
So that
Okay.
we can save our time and reduce the losses due to the other activities. So here, SAP Transportation Management 9.5, as we know that the duration will be 40 hours. And there we have covered transportation management's initial overview session involving transportation management's workflow, right from order management and transportation planning. So today, for these aspects, we shall see what are the specific activities should we do in the transportation management's platform. So here we can see this particular topic area called global supply chain. So as we know that transportation management is not a new thing. It is an old thing of movements of goods from one location to the another location, from source location to the destination location, and we are providing this service to the customer to transfer the goods from manufacturing plants, distribution center, or any other warehouse location or inventory management location to the docks, receive on docks or customer premises. Okay. So as we know that here in the global supply chain, SAP has provided a strong platform in SAP TM, and about 700 customers, big customers, you can say Fortune out of Fortune 1000 companies, 700 companies, they are using SAP related TM activities. And here the main focus, the key stakeholder is the shipper. So shipper is the person who is responsible for end-to-end operations of TM. So end-to-end operation starts from order management and ends to analytics of TM. Order management involves two things. Basically starts from sales order for shipping operations, and on the other hand, in inbound territory, it involves purchase order, scheduling agreement, contract, and stock transport orders for inbound operations, right? So now in transportation management, shipper is especially responsible for the movements of the goods, whether in inbound or whether in outbound. So like we are having suppliers for any trader. Let us suppose that we are trading the refrigerators located in New Delhi. Now, as a shipper, you are responsible for collecting the goods from your suppliers. So goods will be received at the ROD storage locations. ROD stands for received on dock. So basically ROD word is introduced in SAP logistics relevant supply chain management. So we have defined two storage locations for any plant of a trader or of a manufacturer. So one storage location is the ROD. ROD stands for receive on dock, and all the inbound freight relevance goods are received on dock at the ROD storage locations related to a particular plant. Plant may be a manufacturing plant, maybe a distribution plant, maybe a maintenance plant, maybe a particular trading plant, whatever. But it is it is an existing physical location. So there we have got this ROD storage locations here, and this ROD locations involves the inbound fried goods available from the supplier. And what are the documents we are getting? The documents we are getting: purchase order, contract, scheduling agreements, or stock transport order. Any question for inbound process?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is the inbound process, which is the integral part of our global supply chain. Now the responsibility of shipper. Basically, shipper is a person or is a group of persons or a team who involves entire end-to-end logistics execution process. It involves inbound and outbound in a closed loop cycle system, logistics cycle system. Just like procurement cycle, we have got logistics cycle. It involves inbound and outbound, and of course we have got some internal movements for the stock management in our house, like bin to bin movements, replenishment movements, physical inventory movements, or any other type of inspections, stock consolidation, deconsolidations, related activities occurred in warehouse. So it is the warehouse internal processes that involves intra warehouse movements. Okay, so TM also integrating basically inbound and outbound WM processes, and in between them we have got warehouse internal movements, which is known as inter-warehouse movements. Now this shipper is another responsibility, is having the another responsibility. So we are discussing about the role and responsibility of shippers. So shipper has the another responsibility is to take care about the sales order. Okay, so shipper is having the activities of sales order management, And for this sales order, we have got two documents. Okay, one is the order based transportation requirement, other is the delivery based transportation requirement. So order based involving the order, based on the orders we are providing these transportation requirements as an integral part of the transportation planning. Okay, and on the other side we have got delivery based transportation requirement. One is the OTR, order based transportation requirement, OTR. Other is the DTR, it stands for delivery based transportation requirement. So based on these two requirements, shipper has to execute the transportation planning activities for the shipping operations. Now, here we have got carriers and tendering. So they are also having inputs to shippers because shipper is the customer of carriers. This is the concept of customer and suppliers in between shippers and carriers. So shippers are the customers of carriers. Carriers providing the important information related to the logistics resources like vehicles. Vehicles having the examples means of transports. For example, trucks, rail cars, airs, or ships. Ships having vessels. Okay. So if we are having the ocean management activities for any transportation management arena, then ships are the means of transport, and ships is having the carriers as vessels. So we have big vessels. The problem is that the vessel is moving. Okay, it is not stationary on the ship. So we need to do tracking and tracing of the vessels, which is the transportation unit connected to the ship at the point of time. Now, this carriers is having the document called tender document. So it is called the process of tendering to provide the physical movements of the goods from source location to the destination locations. So this tendering is involving two orders. It will start from forwarding orders, which is essential for the tendering. Okay, about the information gained through this sales order or delivery order based on the OTR and DTR. Okay, so I think we have understood OTR means order based transportation requirement. DTR stands for delivery based transportation requirement. So we should clear these terminologies for transportation management. So these terminologies will be used in near future for all these transportation related activities, maybe in transportation planning, execution, then charge management, settlement, analytics and reporting. So OTR and DTR, these are the important documents we have against the sales order and delivery orders respectively. And based on this particular informations of sales order or delivery orders, one tendering activities is created, and tendering activities is having an important document called forwarding orders. Now, based on these particular combinations, maybe one or combination of many, maybe all the three, that is order, delivery and forwarding orders, we need to create the freight order. So freight order basically involves one freight unit or multiple freight units, right? Depending upon the scenarios, depending upon your volume, depending upon the policy of transportation management. Most of the time it is related to the volume and quantity. Now, this freight order is the main basis for these in documents which is used for this tracking and tracing of the goods movements at any point of time. Now we have got the logistic service providers. So logistic service provider is also a vendor, you can say vendor, supplier. Basically it is a supplier which is providing the services related to the logistics. So they are having some local bodies approachable, they are having some facilities for these obligations for global trade services, GTS. Okay, there we shall use HTS code. Okay, HTS code, harmonic transactional, this type of code is available especially for these import and export operations for the goods movements. And they have the commodity code. So commodity code is especially for export, and HTS code is especially for, in generally, especially used for import. But some businesses, they do not differ between commodity code and HTS code on the single platform of logistics execution business process. So they are accumulating, they are considering commodity code is equal to the HTS code for GTS activity. Okay, so this is the main function of LSP, logistics service provider. So in general, we have two great stakeholders for these shipping operations. One is the shipper and other is the logistics service provider, LSP. So they are also having some business share, which is known as the commission, which is known as the specific agreement or contract based operations for this transportation management processes. So they are having some contract, they are having some brokerage commissions, or they are having some charges to enable the dangerous goods management activities, okay, like lithium battery, like paints. Let us suppose that you are an employee of Berger Paint. So Berger Paint is very much a developed company nowadays, and it has got n number of operations in this SAP TM platform. So Berger Paint is supplying paints from its let us suppose that its native warehouse located in Mumbai. Okay, and from Mumbai it has to supply the paints to Kerala, Tiruvananthapuram. So for this, Berger Paint is providing some shipment activities or maybe some road transport activities for the transportation management act purpose, but the goods are the paints, all the big containers or big boxes or any big pallets which is having the n number of small uh, content or n number of packets of paints of Berger Paints Company. But this goods is considered as a dangerous goods because paint can result fire hazards during the transportation management processes. So for these logistics service providers provides the service and facilities based on their expertise in the area of dangerous goods management rules and regulations. So in India also we have got central governments recognized and controlled and managed rules and regulation for the movements of dangerous goods. So it is known as rules and regulation for DGM, dangerous goods management. So our logistics service providers, they are the agents, they are the specific authorized bodies. Sometimes they are also government recognized or government certified bodies to enable dangerous goods movements under transportation management activities. Any question for LSP? Hari?
Okay, here, yes, sir. Here LSP will have some different applications, right? They have their third-party tool like
Which one?
that LSP.
Yeah. So LSP basically, they are the experts. They are the third party, no doubt. They are the suppliers. Basically, they are the vendors. They are the service providers. Okay. But they are the experts in the area of enablement of, especially for the all the logical movements of the goods. One is the physical movements, which is providing by the carriers, right? Other is the
Okay.
logical movements like paperworks. Both are important, right? Physical movements by carriers and logical movements. So logical movements means what are the legal requirements, what are the obligations, what are the rules and regulations, what are the taxes, what are the costings, what are the area or country specific or transportation zone specific or transportation lane specific policies we need to maintain. So they are the compliances which we need to fulfill. Okay, it is clear.
It's clear. What are the third-party tools they use?
All these logical movements, it is known as logical movements. It involves legal,
Okay.
paperwork, or any obligations, any compliance, any global trade managements. Okay, maybe some facilities for this, some specialized packing or package building arrangements. Okay, for efficient stacking. Sometimes they are also providing some efficient tracking and tracing, like
Okay.
DHL or TNT. So they are more powerful in terms of the logical movements of the goods. Physical movements is provided by the truck owners, carriers. Okay, they are the truck owners. See the lorries.
Okay, here, okay, okay. For example, here is ordinance, right? DHL, for example.
Yeah, so DHL is basically LSP.
LSP, yeah.
Yeah. It provides one-stop solutions for transportation management's activities. It also having interaction with the carriers also. So I have told
Okay,
basically two major stakeholder is the shipper and LSP. Okay, shipper is for the company owner's activity. He is an employee, permanent employee of a company, right? Business. Shipper is the representative of business. He is the central point, and north point to the right's direction, north right. See the north right direction, right? We should go to north. So north is the symbol of improvement, right? Towards the right direction. See the location of LSP.
yeah.
So that's why we have got this particular slide to understand transportation management processes precisely. So north right direction is the important stakeholder of transportation management apart from shippers. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. It's clear.
And they are providing services for carriers within their peripheries also. Okay? For sending the parcels, goods, or express, or couriers, anything for the goods movements from source to destination. Any question?
No, it's clear.
Basically, we are executing this process for the last thousands of years, right? It is not a new thing. But
Yeah.
we have executed this process as a facility of
Separate model.
pockets in
Yeah.
isolated manner, like in silos. Okay, shipper is working in silos. LSPs are working in silos. Customer, they are also working in silos. Carriers and suppliers, okay? Hardly they are having the collaborative approach, okay, for the decades, for the centuries, okay? But SAP has provided a single centralized platform for procurement and shippings in logistics execution process. Okay, so procurement involves sourcing, shipping involves sales order management and delivery management, right? Any question, Naresh?
Yeah, no, Samir.
Good. Now next we coming to the outbound freight. So all the transportation management processes we are executing here for the some objectives. So what are the objectives? Our objective is to reduce the cost and lead time of freight orders enabled for the customer. So basically, we need to understand the pain areas of customers related to the transportation management processes. Okay, so we need to understand the requirement of the customers and fulfill the customers' requirements within the time or in the manner of delivery schedule, having these just in time activities in this aspect. 1 minute. Yeah, tell me. I'm in a meeting. So in this area, so logistics services provided this type of operations for the customers. So customer is the group or person or maybe a company which is providing for which we are providing all the services of transportation management process. Okay, so we, at the end of the day, customer has got two important master data, right? One is the sold to party. So our shipping point or shipping condition or delivering plant or loading group, all these four entities, okay, basically shipping condition, you can say shipping condition and shipping points, they are available in the customer master data. Okay, shipping condition and shipping point, basically shipping condition is derived from the customer master data sold to party, and other important is the ship to party. So ship to party involves route, it involves transportation route. So transportation route is having these activities based on this particular master data called transportation lane, transportation zone, okay, and transit type. So all these activities related to the route, which is a connecting link between source location and the destination locations, okay, involving the transportation zone and countries, everything, and this is defined in particular org structure, okay, of maybe warehouse or maybe at the distribution center. Most of the time it is in the warehouse structure. Okay, so we need to get the transportation charges, okay, to be debited from the customer account, and it will be credited in our shipper's company account. Then shipper will provide the corresponding amount credited to the other vendors or subcontractors or LSPs or carriers or any good suppliers. So this is the process of logistics execution under the global supply chain platform. Any question for global supply chain?
No, Samir.
Team? Fine, understood? So I am
Yes,
providing
Samir.
the specific terminology which are used in SAP TM processes for global supply chain. Okay. Now we also need to know what is the history, because as we know that it is not a new thing. We have developed our practices. It starts from the left side, transportation solution in SAP R2. Previously, we had used SAP R2 in 1987, way back, maybe about 30, more than 30 years back. Okay, so there we had used transportation solutions in R2 systems for landscapes in SAP. Then after 6 years in 1993, we had used transportation solutions in R3. Okay, it starts from 4 SAP ERP 4.x. Okay, it is the R3 system. And in 2000, we have got some drastic change with the involvement of APO for the optimizations and the transportation planning activities. For APO and transportation planning or scheduling, basically vendor scheduling activities integrated with these warehouse management activities. So warehouse basically we have started in 2000. Okay, long back ago, about you can say 19 to 20 years back. In 2000 we have started the WMS activities in SAP ERP for most of the organization across the globe. After globalizations, long back after globalizations, in India also we have implemented SAP WMS in many warehouses of textile industries or maybe in auto industry or chemical industries, as well as in the healthcare and service industries also. Most of the areas we have got in the manufacturing industries having this WMS concept. Okay, maybe in the integrated steel plants we have got WMS for stock management objectives. Then from 2001 we have introduced event managements to track and trace the goods batches, serial numbers. Okay, based on the event of this particular documents like PO or scheduling agreement, contract or stock transport orders. So most of the time, or sales order also, outbound distribution sales order or delivery. So event management basically is based on the concept of tracking and tracing of the different events so created for this particular document, like create, change, delete, okay, or you can say maintain the documents. So all these activities of the entire life cycle of a particular documents like PO or sales order, we need to track and trace these activities in the change documents platform or arena. Okay, any question for event management?
No questions.
Good. Basically, event management is an integral part of supply chain management, SCM. Okay, it is an integral part of SCM to track and trace all the activities like create, edit, delete, okay, or any type of modification of the documents created during the procurement and shipping operations. Fine. In ERP logistics. Now we are going to the next step of RFID handling in 2004. So in 2004, radio frequency identifications devices are used as a tool to provide the integration of the field operations of inventory management or stock managements of any yard or any warehouse or any storage locations under a plant to the SAP systems instantaneously online or real time. So if there is any operations is completing at the field like picking, packing or goods received, consolidation, deconsolidation in our house or any goods movements like GR, GI, physical inventories, counting, recounting, okay, it is a part of physical inventory movements or any type of maybe related to these movements of goods due to the quality inspection, okay, or any type of goods movements in GR entry or GR exit in inventory management area. We are doing tracking and tracing of the goods, products and materials in the RFID technology. Okay, so RFID I think very much known to you. It is a best practice used for the tracking and tracing integrated with the SAP systems of the field operations, having these field devices, RFID devices, RFID gun, or maybe some RFID related tags, which is at the fixed in nature at the yards, okay, yard logistics, and they are providing the tracking and tracing in the real time manner for the goods movements. Any question RFID?
No, Samir.
Good. Next is the extended planning and ocean booking. So now we have gone to the ocean managements because for any global supply chain we need to involve ocean and seas. We need to involve ships and vessels. Okay. For this matter, we have also involved the ocean bookings for the ships. Okay, basically booking is the, you can say, uh, capacity reservation for the means of transport, like trucks, rail cars, ships. Okay, all these transportations means we have discussed. We have carriers. Carriers may be a truck. Means of transports may be a truck, rail cars, or we have got air flights, cargo, or you have got vessels in the ships. Okay, so we have integrated the ocean management's booking, that is the capacity reservation. Basically, booking is a capacity reservation. Like you are booking your seats in Shatabdi Express, right? So the capacity reservation of the Shatabdi Express train is booked as your seats, right? So it is a capacity reservation, nothing but. Simply, it is called capacity reservation in SAP TM processes. Okay? Logically. Any question for booking?
No.
Good. Now we are going to the SAP TM. Original version started from 6.0 and 7.0. Basically, TM also starts from 5 also, 4 also, but main TM impact as a holistic solution, efficient solution with the integrated manner with SAP ECC, right? Basically, SAP ERP Logistics 4.6 and others uh, started from SAP TM 6.0 and 7.0 because the system and the practice was not so much developed before that. Then from 2007, we have started the evolution and the creativity and the innovation in SAP TM to act, to provide, to enable our go physical movements processes with the SAP ERP logistics and SAP TM boxes, software package. Okay. Then in SAP TM, we have got some many changes for 8.0 edition. We have got shipper focus. So here shipper is coming as the more and most important stakeholder, which is the central and which is the heart of LE processes. So shipper is responsible for the inbound and outbound document creations, goods movements processes, billing, charges, conditions, pricings, and then ultimate analytics for this logistics processes. Okay, so shipper, we have involved shipper as a most important stakeholder or most important role in transportation management processes. Okay, so he or she is responsible for inbound and outbound LE processes. Now, in 2010, we have got more innovations and creativity for LSP focus. So here we have got big LSP providers like DHL and TNT and all Gattis. Okay, Gatti is the, you can say, domestic logistics service providers. Okay, for parcels or goods. Okay, involving the scheduling of different kinds like backward scheduling, forward scheduling, precise scheduling, and daily scheduling. So all this type of scheduling, especially for precise scheduling, where we are measuring the time in terms of all the three units of measurements, namely days, hours, minutes, and 1 minute, just one call. Hello? Hmm. 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 Okay. Hmm. Okay, fine. Any question up to this point of time? Any query? Any doubt? Questioners are always welcome. Team. Any query? Any doubt? Up to SAP TM 8.0, 8.0 shippers. Hari, any question?
No questions.
Okay, fine. Understood?
Yes, Amir.
Yes.
Then we can go forward. Okay, so that our communication cycle should be completed, right? Now next is the SAP TM 8.1 and 9.0. We are having LSP focus. That is the role of DHL and TNT. Evolved and improved a lot in 2010. Now DHL became one of the leading organizations in transportation management across the globe. DHL, TNT, these are the two big organizations providing the logistics execution services for shipper. And shipper is a member or permanent employee, or maybe you can say seller, okay, who is selling the goods from or who is responsible for all these transportation activities from the organizations. Just like buyer in inventory management, we have got a specific role called buyer. Okay, so buyer is responsible for entire procurement and sourcing operation for inbound processes of a company. For outbound processes, shipper is responsible for all shipping operations. Right? Now LSP is providing all the necessary helps to shipper. Right? So they are the vendors, you can say, in a single word, related to the shipping operations. Right? And last but not the least, we have got year 2013 and so on. We have got SAP TM. It is SAP Transportation Management's 9.x. So 9.x is providing the evolution and starting of full-fledged transportation management integrated with SAP ERP and other non-SAP platforms. If you have Oracle Financials or Oracle Manufacturing systems in our organizations like Maruti, SAP TM can be integrated easily and seamlessly with Oracle and all others non-SAP platforms. Okay, so it is very much user friendly and it is very much easy to integrate it with the help of SAP PI or any specific integrator or middleware to provide the data transfer from SAP TM and to the third party systems, which is non-SAP in nature. Any question?
You can continue.
Good. And below we have got the specific pics related to this means of transport. It starts from left. Then also we have involved ships, trucks. Also we have involved some loading, group, okay, relevant to the loading requirement, or transportation group related to the requirement of the transportation. And also we have got the specific stacking processes on the transportation unit in this platform. Okay, so this is the transportation management history as we have discussed for different periods and years. Fine. Yes. Now, what are the benefits? So we have seen these particular slides for this workflow. So the benefits are very much important. So basically all the benefits we have got must be categorized in three steps. One is for change, that is the change in processes as an integration platform. Okay, change in the mindset as a part of change management activities, or change in the cycle time. Okay, so these are the specific change, okay, in the company perspectives as well as in the LSP carriers and shippers and suppliers perspectives. That is a change for betterment. Second is the cost. So cost, we have reduced the cost of freight orders, basically transportation management cost, transportation process cost. We have reduced the opportunity cost. Let us suppose that what are the opportunities we are available now, they won't be available in future for business. So opportunity cost is also very much important. So we have really saved the loss in the opportunity costing. Second is we have reduced the total cost of ownership of this particular logistic execution processes for the company as well as for the customer. We have reduced the total cost of implementation by using the SAP TM back. And third is the customer. So customers, we have delighted the customers, we have understood the requirements, the pain area of the customers, and then we have provided the best solution out of many alternatives as per the customer's needs. Okay, so these are the three high level benefits categories, that is the change, cost and customers, by using SAP TM pack. Okay.
Okay.
These are the key benefits, you can say. Customer co-innovated, deep process integration, best in class functionality, and we have some flexible processes that we have got n number of transportation proposal available for the shipper or shipping clerk to enable him to select the most optimized freight order out of many. Okay, based on the configuration setting, system can provide the transportation proposed orders, okay, for shippers, so that shipper can select the optimized order out of many available orders, proposed orders, and do the executions of the orders depending upon the physical or actual or real-time availability of the carriers and vehicles. So it is known as VSR, vehicles scheduling and route. That is the automatic selection of the resources. Now also we have got mobile and web collaborations, like our sales manager can see the details of this, all the proposed activities of transportation management, like transportation planning or freight orders execution status or analytics and reports in different pages in his or in her mobile. So use of mobile applications like iPhone, iPad or Android devices. Okay. And third thing is the intelligence. So intelligent basically it involves a different machine learnings or sensitivity analysis or SAP Leonardo activities or predictive analysis, which is used in the integration of SAP TM with the platforms of SAP S/4HANA. So HANA is having the greatest benefits in terms of creativity and innovations for two things. One is the online opportunities for having these real-time opportunities for having master data and transactional data. Okay. And second thing is the online analytics for having the solutions for the analysis of complex reporting as per the management requirements. Okay. And we can also provide many features of analytics based on this machine learning concept or based on this predictive analysis concept to the managements to reduce the cost and transportation lead time. Okay. So intelligent involves basically integration of the current UI based transportation management's facilities as well as SAP S/4HANA platform. Okay, any question for key benefits? So we shall cover some S/4HANA also later, because S/4HANA is the product, is the newest product where entire world is looking after this effectiveness and efficiency of this particular product. It has got high cost, but it has got RDS, rapid deployment solutions for the companies to provide 1 year based return on investment policy. Okay. Now many companies, they are in a very much planned stages, very much decision making status to implement S/4HANA in their practices or business processes. But it is a big challenge for the change management to implement S/4HANA efficiently aligned with the business processes. Okay. So S/4HANA also got some specific roadmaps under the intelligent boxes. Okay. This is the intelligent box. And in this box, we have got different roadmaps for S/4HANA implementation for any organizations in SAP platform. Now next we shall go to this particular planning phase, whatever we have done so far. So we have managed to complete order management. So order management, we have got uh, two transportation requirement. Okay, whatever I have discussed today, starting of these sessions, that sales order or purchase order, this involves order based transportation requirement. Similarly, delivery involves delivery based transportation requirement, DTR, and one is the OTR. These are the documents created in ERP logistics component, and this right side we have got external activities apart from this delivery, like forwarding quotation to be sent by this LS. Most of the time it is from these particular carriers owners, okay, or LSP. Then we have got forwarding orders. Now these forwarding orders have got two paths. One is to the particular creation of the freight unit building. Basically, freight unit is a collection of n number of base unit of measure, BUOM. So freight unit, you can say container or vessel or pallet. Okay. Now, also this forwarding order is also sending to these forwarding settlement documents. Another path, this right side path for payment and settlement activities. Just like you can say PO, we are sending this PO to the invoice and billing activities, right? So we are sending this forwarding order to the forwarding settlement documents creation activities. And at this point, after freight unit building, okay, creating the freight unit having this particular collections of goods in terms of unit of measure to make a particular freight unit, maybe pallet, vessel or container. Then we shall go to this freight unit particular box, and then this freight unit is used in the transportation planning phase. So transportation planning phase is having basically three component: freight unit, capacities, and transportation network. So we have some unidirectional process and some processes are bidirectional. So out of three, we have got one is the bidirectional process, capacities of the vehicles, capacities of the means of transport. It is known as MTR. Okay. So next time, whenever we shall say MTR, MTR stands for means of transport, right? It stands for trucks, rail cars, ships, or air. cargo. Okay, so any question for this point of time?
Okay, here what is bidirectional again capacities?
Yeah. So there I am coming. These capacities are bidirectional. Why? Because capacities of the vehicles is to be managed and controlled by the carrier owners, right? Carrier owners, fleet owners, you can say fleet owners. Now, first we need to check. First, during the planning of the transportation processes, shippers or the system, SAP system, will need to check. Okay, it is the checking, verifying, validating the capacities and the scheduling. Okay, two things. One is the resource capacity, other is the scheduling. Okay, so we need to check the
Okay.
scheduling. So this is the direction should be from planning circle to this particular capacity box. Okay, so this is the one
Okay.
direction. Okay, so during planning we need to check the capacities, they are available or not, enough capacities at the particular delivery date, right? Two things are there, one is the delivery quantity, other is the delivery date. So delivery quantity we are telling requirement quantity, right, as per customers definition in sales order. One is the requirement quantity and the next is the delivery date. So based on these two objectives, we need to check the capacities of the MTR or carriers available in this particular box. Okay, in this particular database. Basically, it is also a database, master data, capacities, capacity as well as timing, scheduling. Second, now this capacities is having this information at the real time and online base to these planning objects. Let us suppose that we have planned to deliver refrigerator from LG from their warehouse located in Noida, right? So LG Lucky Gold company is a big company for providing televisions, refrigerators, ACs of higher quality in the company. It is the leading company, right? LG and Samsung. So both the companies are having big warehouses in Greater Noida and Noida area near Delhi. So let us suppose that LG has got big orders from a plant from a company located in Mumbai to supply about 1,000 refrigerators and 1,000 AC after January 15, right? So we have got sufficient time, no problem. So now LG will use this SAP TM 9.5 software for the transportation planning objectives, right? So for this matter, first LG need to check the capacities of the carriers, trucks and rail cars, maybe. First truck. Okay, first preference is the truck, because rail car they are having delays and non-responsible responses or events in past. So LG likes trucks as carriers to transport goods from Noida to Mumbai. So first LG's shipper will check the capacity and schedule of these carriers from the database, and also after checking, after confirmation, this capacity box will provide the real-time information to planning box. This is the elliptical box. Okay. Why? Because let us suppose that this shipper has fixed up the date for 10th of January, at least 5 days or 7 days as a proposed delivery date for safety. And due to any reasons, after 1 month, the capacity of the particular trailer or you can say carriers or truck has gone for some breakdown. Okay, and it won't be available for the next, it is a major breakdown, it won't be available for the next 1 month. Since this information will be instantaneously available from this capacities box to planner. So that's why it is both directions, bidirectional. Any question?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, fine. 1 minute. So this is the example of the supplying of refrigerator from LG to a big customers, maybe you can say Mahindra and Mahindra, located in Mumbai. Okay, in their headquarters. Now, third is the transportation network. So basically, transportation network is basically a technical as well as physical network connected to this planning object, which is just like unidirectional, because they are the vendors, they are the service providers, they are connected to this planning box real time with the use of EDI, ALE IDOC application. So you people know EDI and ALE IDOC interfaces?
Yes, we know.
Hmm?
We know, Samir.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all these interfaces work as a SAP to non-SAP or SAP to SAP middleware integration manner to transfer the data from one system to another system asynchronously. That's why it is IDOC. So most of the time we are using EDI IDOC, ALE IDOC process to enable the message transfer, to enable the bulk data transfers, maybe transfer of segments, maybe transfer of customers and vendors messages from source object to the destination object and vice versa. But they are connected. Sometimes this box is also bidirectional because of the EDI IDOC process. It is bidirectional. Okay, but here as a business process, we are providing it as a unidirectional because of its importance. But logically, this network, transportation network is also bidirectional. But as per the business process, it is unidirectional. Okay? Any question? Why it is bidirectional and unidirectional both? Here, for business process, it is unidirectional. For technical process, it is bidirectional. Okay?
Okay.
For workflow, business workflow, it is unidirectional because transportation network is a vendor basically. But for logical transfer of data through these technical objects, it is bidirectional. We have technical objects called business objects. Now, this planning box is also having a bidirectional process flow with the freight orders. Why? So basically, freight orders we are creating based on the single freight units or a number of multiple freight units, right? So single freight units may be a big pallet or big container which is placed on this transportation unit TU of the carrier trucks or rail car, and then we have created a single freight order, right? But sometimes in order to reduce the cost, time and so on in the transportation processes, we need to do the collective approach to create a single freight order for n number of multiple freight units. Like Maruti has a big container, very big truck, you can say very big truck. It has got about 100 number of cars, okay, as individual freight units, or maybe some components manufacturing having that 200 pallets inside this particular transportation unit. Pallet as a freight unit in this particular transportation unit of the carrier. Okay, so that's why it may have single freight unit or it may have 20 freight units and so on. Freight order. Now, we are creating freight order based on the planning process outputs. Now it is a bidirectional. Why? Because let us suppose that for any change in the planning, due to the change in the capacity scheduling, okay, resource scheduling, or transportation network problem, or any freight units requirements, customer requirements change, then we can get, or you have to see the corresponding data from freight orders to planning box, elliptical box. Okay, so any question for this bidirectional process in between planning and freight order?
No questions.
Okay, Naresh,
Yes, sir.
understood or
Yes.
not?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Now, I am using the specific words for TM, that's this flight booking. So, flight booking is basically capacity reservation. Okay, let us suppose that we need to supply this material on 25th of January to Germany from LG warehouse located in or Samsung warehouse located in Delhi. Okay, Delhi region. We need to supply about 20 good quality Samsung LED TV from its warehouse located in Delhi to Germany. Okay, Hamburg. Now, for this matter, we have got enough time, 25th January. Okay, about 2.5 months, more than. Now, for any matter, first we need to do the booking, means scheduling. We need to do the reservation for the capacities. So it is called booking. That we need to reach this particular goods, that is the 200 numbers of LEDs made by Samsung from its warehouse located in Delhi, India, New Delhi, India to Hamburg, Germany. So it is called freight booking. Means booking of the capacities. Now the shipper has to book the capacities related to these resources, like first is the road transports related to the trucks or rail cars. Most of the time it is truck because of its reliability and quality of service, because these companies do not believe on rail cars most of the time of India. Now, and second is the after trucks, we need to check the capacities and scheduling of the ships and vessels from maybe Paradip port and maybe from any particular ports located at the other state of India. Okay, so that's why it is a two-step freight booking. One is for trucks and second is for ships for ocean management. Okay, any question for freight booking? Now, under freight booking, we have got two concepts of the trucks. I am going to the full-fledged TM words like FTL and LTL. Okay. So in this freight booking, FTL stands for full truckload. Okay. So depending upon the scenarios, depending upon the goods, depending upon the some policies like dangerous goods management policies and GTS policies, we need to take care. The truck should be full truckload or truck should be LTL. LTL means lower than truckload, and FTL stands for full truckload. So please remember those words which will be used frequently in near future. So during this freight booking and also as well as planning it, we need to check the capacities of the trucks in two parts. One is the FTL, other is the LTL. FTL stands for full truckload, okay, and LTL stands for less than truckload. So depending upon the requirements and the feasibility of the particular scenario, we need to use this particular business object, FTL or LTL, right? Any question for FTL and LTL?
No question.
No question.
Yes, understood?
Yes. Understood? Yes.
FTL and LTL,
FTL and LTL.
right?
Right?
Fine.
Fine.
Now,
Now,
yeah.
yeah,
Echo
yeah.
is coming.
Echo is coming.
Just be mute, huh? Okay. Now, next is the subcontracting. Subcontracting basically it is related to the provision of the specific services relating to the labeling. Let us suppose that you need to fix some RFID labels on the boxes, on the materials, on the products, on the goods. Then you can take help of the specific service provided by the particular subcontractor. Let us suppose that you need to do some inspections before dispatch, okay? Then this type of inspections related to this particular materials of dangerous goods management's obligations, okay, or compliance, you need to take the service of a subcontractor. Let us do, we have some consolidation of the boxes in a particular pallet or container. Then we can take help the specific services of the local contractors for packaging, maybe from Agarwal packaging. Okay, so you know Agarwal packaging, they are very much known across the domestic regions for the special packaging. Okay, Agarwal API packaging. Or you have got Tata International, which is a big company for providing the international goods movements packaging services. Okay, all these, there are many competitors also in this platform. But GATI is also providing domestic transportation related packaging services. They have got very specialized team for providing these packaging specifications involving the standard packaging processes. They can provide customized packaging for the dangerous goods managements, for the specific products, for the sophisticated or very delicate medical products, as per the customer needs. Okay, so this subcontractors is providing the special services for packaging, consideration of product, deconsideration of products, or inspection of products, or labeling. So all these type of activities are coming under the value added services. VAS, value added services. So they can also create any VAS orders which is very much integrated to the freight orders or freight booking document. So here there is a concept of VAS order, value added services orders, which are integrated to the main freight orders or freight booking depending upon the specific scenarios. Okay. Now, freight order having these particular activities, physical activities. So there we need to contact with these particular agreements related to these LSP providers for the executions and the physical movements of the goods from source location to the destination locations, and it has to complete within the particular time period for the requirement quantity with the help of logistic service providers like DHL. After that, we need to do the activities of charge and settlement management. It involves all these agreement related activities like agreements of the freight costing and condition types, okay, pricing conditions. Then we have got specific scales. Any questions about scale? Do you know scale?
No idea.
Any person? Any idea about
No
scales
idea.
without Google?
No idea, sir.
Good. So I have told without Google, do you have any idea for scale? No. Good. Thank you. Basically, scale is used in purchase information record. Okay. Or any specific quota arrangement or customer information record or sales information record or any agreement. Okay. So scale basically provide the range based on the goods quantities and the corresponding price. Let us suppose that you are a supplier of t-shirts located in Hyderabad, and t-shirts has got three main colors depending upon your market survey, maybe white, red and blue. Okay, and depending upon the market survey which is to be highlighted in the coming summer. Okay, so that's why you have taken some activities maybe from the month of April. So t-shirts is having some sizes. Let us suppose that depending upon your past experience, forecasting and present and future sales, you have got the specific three sizes: large, medium and small, right? So this says free sizes, this free sizes is very much popular among the people in Hyderabad. Now, this large sizes is having some quantities. So you have to fix some scale based on the price. Okay, basically price is based on these scales, right? How many quantities? So if any distributor or any wholesaler or any shopkeeper or any dealer who will take shirts from your company ABC Limited, which is a manufacturer of high-ended t-shirts, from quantity 1 to 100, its cost will be 150. Okay, 1 to 100 will be, cost will be 150. From 101 to 200, the cost will be 140. You have given rebate or discount of 10 rupees for the another range from 101 to 200 and so on. So this is known as a scale based on the price for this relevant quantities of the products. Any question for scale?
No, sir, understood.
Good. Clear? Fine. Now, based on the scales, we have got rate table. In products also, in transportation management, we need to maintain scales in purchase info records or in agreements or in quota arrangements. We have defined the scales. We do not define the scales in sales order. We do not define the scales in contract. We never define the scale in contract, means documents. Okay, in scheduling agreements or delivery documents or sales document. So where to define the scales? We define the scales in purchase info records or customer info records or maybe quota arrangements, that's all. And we are pulling the scales data from those documents to the main documents like purchase order, contract, sales order and so on. Understood or not? Any question?
Yes, understood.
Yeah, this is the main business process I am describing you, which is used in the companies, leading companies. Now, the rate table. Rate table contains the rate involving the scales, right? We have got standard rate tables. So that's like you can say Excel sheet structure. In LB views, we have got rate tables. This rate table is providing the calculation sheet based on the quantities, based on the routing, based on these vehicles, means of transport. We have the calculation sheets, and this calculation sheet is assigned to these agreements. Okay, so main agreement should not contain this. All are the individual components which are added to the main agreement copy. Okay, main agreement original document. So these are the, you can say, enclosures. Enclosures of main agreements are the scales, rate tables, and calculation sheets. But most of the companies, they are having this calculation sheet in soft copy nowadays. And if we click the calculation sheet, we can see the rate table. If we click this rate table, we can see the scales. But we should not define the scale directly in the agreement at all. Okay, it is the normal best practice followed by SAP, which is unique across the world. Now, after that, this order management's activity, this particular freight order managements, This is the freight order management activities. We have got these executions and subcontracting process. After completion, the physical movements of the goods from one to another, we need to be proactive related to this freight settlement documents based on these all these four other sub documents like scale, rate table, calculation sheet and agreements. Okay, and then we shall create the forwarding settlement document also. So we need to take care two things. One is the freight settlement document, other is the forwarding settlement documents. So freight is useful for these goods movements and forwarding for this tendering process about. So basically forwarding order is connected to these freight orders. So first freight order settlement, then it is also having forwarding settlement documents, and both the settlement documents is creating accounting journals in FICO box. Okay, so accounting journals GL account is having some charge, maybe some other components like maybe actual accounting, general ledger, okay, material ledger, costing, best practices as well as financial best practices. It also has some other GAPP, GAPP gap, GAAP gap practices or IFRS practices to do the settlement and make the payment finally to the carriers and service providers. Okay, so this is the end-to-end transportation management process at a high level, still at a high level. Any question? For any section or any box? Team. Hello?
No, Samir.
No questions.
Yes, good, good. And the most important thing is the some color coding here. Okay, see the color coding. First color code is this gray color. Okay.
Again, it is echo is coming.
Yeah. So gray color stands for the SAP relevant activities and documents. Okay. It includes SAP ERP and SAP TM, gray color. Now, other is the black. Black color is most of the time it is the external processing agencies or you have a EPA, external processing agencies. Whatever I have told as subcontractors activities, after subcontractors activities, we have got some LSPs, okay? Capacities or transportation network, calculation sheets. They are also involving the external or third party data included or integrated to our SAP boxes, SAP component. They are working as an add-on. Okay. So black is for the external processing agencies or external parties or external procurement or sales activities, and this particular color is called light, you can say brown colors, which is related to this first step of the order management. Basically, it is a process-based activities which involves the business process. Okay. Because order management is the most important business process for a company involving transportation management processes. Any question?
No questions.
Rate table, scales, calculation sheet, agreements, everything fine? Okay.
Yes, Amit.
Now we shall also see the transportation management landscape. In fact, there is a very slight difference between TM 9.5 and 9.4. So we have written 9.4, maybe 9.5 is also applicable, having some enhancements and some additional business functions. So I am taking reference of 9.4 here or 9.5, and this is the main box. We have main component, main software, app we have, and it has got many entities, it has got many components. It starts for this design and delivery of the landscape, like business information warehouse content, BIW. It involves for this extraction of TM data for further analytics and reporting for management, BIW. Okay, let us suppose that we have got very complex reporting structure for our corporate offices, okay, like Tata Group or Mahindra Group. So BIW box is responsible to provide and extract the information from SAP TM 9.4 to the concerned objects repository to provide this particular information for analytics and reporting. We have Adobe document server. Both are the bidirectionals in nature to provide the online data updation simultaneously, real-time data. So Adobe document is 1 minute. Hello? Which I'm in meeting later. So Adobe, any idea for what is the use of Adobe document server?
Generally, we use for output.
Yes. Any idea for BRF plus? Any person?
Yeah, we have.
I don't have.
I know. Yeah. Yes.
Good. So nowadays, for output determination process, SAP S4 HANA and also SAP TM, both the systems are using BRF Plus platform. Because BRF Plus platform is very useful and very efficient to provide the less complex and very easy in connectivity with the output devices like printers, faxes, emails, especially for EDI and ADI processes. Okay. So BRF Plus is having a long-term agreement with Adobe Server, Adobe ADS, Adobe Document Server, PDF. So why do we use PDF? For the next process as the output documents. Any idea? Quotable document format, right? PDF.
Yes.
So the reason is very simple. It has got two main properties. PDF document is very secure in service for password protection and data privacy. Okay. Data security and data privacy. And second thing, there will be less chances of data loss, very much less. But in another formats, we have these problems like SAP script or smart forms. They are having the problems of data loss, they are having the problem of data security and privacy. That's why we are using PDF document for this. Okay. So do you want to continue it or it will take about 1 hour? So we shall start for next day, tomorrow. Okay, Tim?
Yeah, okay, Samir. Yeah, okay, Samir. We will continue.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
Okay,
has
sir.
got
The same time, right? Tomorrow.
same time 10 a.m. Okay. 10 a.m. same time. If you have any question, you please note down and ask tomorrow. Okay, and then we shall clarify in the session. And we shall discuss further from tomorrow 10 to about 2 to 3 hours. Positive. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Samir.
Fine, team. Have a nice day. Thanks.
Thank you.